And then I need to check if I can do my weeklies yet.
Leave it all to me. Busted. Runs over.
Leaving the house and getting sick. I know, it's like the one time I decided to go have a good time. It's like, I don't know. I feel like it was one of those men who were like trying to flirt with me. It's like, did you breathe like infected droplets onto my face? Happy belated birthday to Noelle. Yes, I missed her birthday yesterday, but I think Noelle would understand because I was sick. It's really hard to keep track of my digital pets. It was this dirty man. It's like, I don't know, I've had so much like Tylenol and Theraflu, not Tylenol, NyQuil and Theraflu in my system, and that mixed with just like the irregular sleep that I've been getting. Today I just feel like I have like a fever, and I'm like hot and cold at the same time. It's like, oh my god, like I'm just going through it.
As a dutiful maid would.
Yeah, it's fine, Nerf. I hate being sick. I'm such a baby when I'm sick. When did the stream start? I didn't get a notification. 8 minutes ago. This boss is like low-key kind of annoying. You can't hit it. Okay, we gotta do this one. How many more times? 4, 8. While we wait for it to respawn, 4, 8. I can do it 2 more times. I'm gonna check on the weeklies. Maybe we can knock a weekly out while we wait for it to respawn. I think I can do my weeklies now because I've been doing quests. I've been doing world quests at least. Yeah. I'm just glad that I don't have like a headache, a migraine, anything like really bad. It's just like lethargy. I'm very lethargic. What, you have Ito? No. Hi, Soph. Did I miss a stream? I don't know, babe. Thank you, Nerf. Okay, so I can do, I can finally do these. Okay, so let's do some bounties. Let's do a bounty, and then we'll come back to that thing, and then we'll do a bounty, and then come back to that thing, you know. Hi, Toby. I'm good, Soph. How are you? I got, because of that donation yesterday, thank you to the person who did that. Because of that, I got Peach. So next week we're gonna do Peach. We're gonna do like a pretty cool week next week. It's gonna be very off-brand. I will still keep Genshin up for Friday, Saturday, but the other days we're going to be doing some new stuff. I'm hoping that there's the Peach game. I'm hoping that I can beat the Peach game if we just dedicate a lot of time to it. But there's another game I've been wanting to play that seems shorter. I have to look into it, but I'm hoping we can do both of those next week. Oh, is this the bounty? So yeah, next week will be Peach week. You're doing well too? That's good to hear, so. Princess Peach showtime. Oh, we did it. Wow, that's so easy. Inazuma is so... Actually, no. Inazuma, I know a lot of people were complaining about Leeway. Inazuma is a pain to get through. These world quests have got me screaming. Getting through the mists in the world quests, girl, why would they do that? That was such a pain. You're downloading it right now? Ooh. Yeah, I will be starting it late, so I already anticipate I'm going to go live on it, right? And then someone's going to show up in one of the comment sections and be like, so did you know the game ends like this? What do you think about that? I love when that happens. The missed quest is so sad though. Is Girly Gardevoir pop? No.
Steady as stone, as a good knight should. Next customer.
Can't wait to see Peach turn into her Mio costume / uniform.
Busted.
Yeah, Peach did do this game is actually an exclusive Mio collaboration. Yeah, the specters are really like sparse and stingy. Oh, I should have saved my ultimate.
I am the cutting edge of fashion. Get back.
Hi, Sultana. Me working through the 25 billion Arana quest for Sumer is.
Someone needs assistance.
Yeah, I will be having that moment soon. Okay, let's do another bounty. I know I don't need a bunch of these right now, but I will. I mean, I'll need a lot in total for Yunjin, so I was just like, let's just use up all the resin for that now. Okay. Honestly, if I can just get my Geo team with Furina ready, I might just be happy with them. As long as it's Noelle, like that's the thing is I'm just oh wait, I have to have another team for what's it called? The Abyss. Ugh. It's fine. We'll cross that bridge. Will you be continuing story today? Or are you just building and leveling up on stream? I am doing story today. We're just doing some weeklies and stuff, burning some resin and things before I get started. C3 Amber, congrats.
Quietly now. I must leave no stone unturned. As a good knight should. Strike at one.
Mio Quill for 0.001% off of a natural remedy to fight off all types of diseases.
Quietly now. Next customer. Here comes the catch.
Okay. Back to the wolf. Let's see if I can save my ultimate this time. Oh no! It didn't respawn yet. What's going on? Did we do it too fast? Yes, we did. Okay, let's do another not commission, weekly bounty then. We're that good. Did I do the main event already? No, I know people are telling me to do it, but I legit, in between literally like coughing my lungs up, have just been doing world quests. I'll do it sometime off stream, maybe tomorrow. Now that I have the 2 world quests I needed to get done here done, I wanted to make sure I could get to Enkanomiya and also get the mists cleared up. Now that those are done, I can probably do the event quests. Is this the guy? Yeah. Do Mio girls have to take a course on heel balance so they don't trip on their designer heels? No, you can't be a Mio girl if you don't know how to walk in heels. That's a prerequisite.
I'll finish this job.
Hi, Lua.
They still need
Ooh.
me.
Saffron, thank you for resubscribing for 5 months. Thank you so much.
Finale.
Hi, Sid. Heels kill you. Yeah, I mean, you have to be able to do like acrobatics and combat in heels as a Mio girl, so it's a prerequisite. Okay. Let's turn this in and check out that wolf after. Jeez, doing these are so much easier.
Someone needs assistance.
Okay. Nice. That's really it. Let's take a picture. Where should we take a picture? I don't know if I want to take a picture here. Actually, yeah, let's take a picture in front of the commission board, because this was the first time I was able to do the weeklies. Not the commission board, the bounty board. Oh, wait, no, I'm sorry. We need to do the wolf. Sorry, guys. I'm so out of it. Hi, Hikato. How have you been? You're burnt out? Do you study? Are you, like, a student? Do you work? What's up? Let's take a picture here to commemorate my achievements of late. I got these world quests done. I'm over here in the Mist Islands with the girls getting my materials. We need like a good spot though. Like this isn't. Let's go up here. Finals. Oh. Ooh. Well, that's cute, but I can't see everybody. Here. Oh my goodness. Okay, on the count of 3, I'm gonna swing my sword, and then you guys can do something if you want. 1, 2, 3.
Feel this ancient power.
Flags up. Observe.
Let's try it again. 1, 2, 3.
Burst forth.
Flags fly.
I wish you could just like take multiple screenshots. Okay, we got 2 people posting. Alright. I already did my dailies because I was doing the world quest this morning, so we can't do those today. But thank you guys for helping me with that giant wolf. I don't know how you're supposed to beat that thing when it's flying around, because all the Geo characters other than Navia can't do anything. But we did it. Thank you guys. Oh, thank you. Okay. I'm going to... I think I want to pull and stuff, but I also need to make sure I have like a bunch of primos because I don't know if I went to Catherine yet. I think I have a lot of primos from the stuff that I've been doing off stream.
Whenever you need me.
Unfortunately,
I'll be
Yatmia
there.
is required to kill that wolf. Really? Hi, Saturn. I've also been meaning to ask, but what is it that made you fall in love with Noelle? I mean, she's pretty much an all-rounder, and I'm a free-to-play player. But I don't know. I just like her. I can't really tell you what. I just like her. Okay. Let me check Catherine, and then we will do some story. I feel like I already... What? Okay, that's weird. Let's try Catherine over here. It's because Noelle was the founding member of the Mio Board of Directors. Yunjin's hold skill gets the head with one hit. Leave co-op. Oh! I thought I did.
I'll catch up.
Add Astra.
Oh, okay. I already claimed stuff. Okay, so how many primos do I have? Oh, I have a lot. Let's do some pulls then on Chiori's banner. Okay. Let's pull on Chiori's banner. Hi, Jem. I'm not saving for anyone. I want more Goros and Yunjins, though. So let's hope that we get Goros and Yunjins. Thank you, Hachi. Hi, Ocean. Skip, skip, skip. Come on, I'm sick. Give me something nice. No. No. One more, come on. Why is it good to get doubles of characters? So nothing. But right, for Goro, I want more Goros because you unlock these. When you get another character, you get these items here. Stella Fortunas. And you can unlock these, and these are like permanent upgrades. You want 6 total basically for like a fully upgraded character. Whoa! Sorry, my sinuses are going crazy right now. I can't tell if I want to sneeze or cry. Okay. Whoever did that, thank you. You didn't have to do that, but thank you. I don't think I have like the 50-50 for Chiori or anything like that. But thank you so much. Whoever did that, thank you. Okay. Whoa, that's a lot of primos. Thank you. Whoa. Oh my goodness. Dude, who did that? Thank you. Hi, Vike. Okay, let's see. Let's do 3 and then we'll do a 10 pull. Hey. Sacrificial fragments. Is that a good one? Hi, Shanti. That's a good one. Slay. That's good to know. It's good for Nahida. Nice. Okay. Great. That's cool. I think Nahida's going to be like my second sort of team for the Abyss. Okay. Let's do this. Okay. Ooh. It's unfortunate I can't play her, huh? Because I got her C3 at this point. Okay, so what's going on? Like, my brain can't keep track of what's happening. Thank you, Shanti. Somebody asked me what my pity was. So we just did, somebody donated 13. Thank you, whoever did that. Thank you so much. Plus the 6 that I just did, so that's 19. So let's count. Whatever this is plus 19. 5, 10, 15, 16, 17, 18. So that's 28. Plus what, 19? I forgot. Plus 19, 37? Yeah. Okay, so now we can start story. I started playing Ultra Sun for the first time. I've got such a hard time picking a team because all my faves are showing up early. You can just have a bunch of teams. I don't know, in my Pokemon playthroughs, I tend to just like, when I'm like playing solo Pokemon playthroughs, like not for stream or something, I just like, I don't know. I kind of just stick to the first ones I get, honestly. It's more convenient. Like the first faves that I get. I was watching Comfy Beat earlier. She rated you a while back, and she was talking about how she didn't know you streamed until you started sharing on Twitch your TikTok lives. I don't know. I just thought I'd mention that things are working. It's cool to see. Yeah, I've noticed that too. I don't know. Like the nature of social media and like sort of marketing your platforms is so strange because I mean like you've got to really just do every avenue that you possibly can because the algorithm is just like not, doesn't matter what site you're on, the algorithm is just not going to show everyone everything. But it's whatever. I'm glad that it's finally working. But you know, like this week, I don't know what's going on, but like TikTok isn't really showing my lives for some reason. Even though like last week we had like so many people watching Genshin, this week is just like,
would you like
so it's
some
like,
tea?
okay, TikTok.
I'll brew you some. Do you take sugar? 1 cube or 2?
Did I like your Roblox avatar? I'm gonna be so honest with you guys. I don't know how Roblox works. I play Dress to Impress. You guys are like all adding me and all this kind of stuff. I don't know what you guys are asking me about. I don't play Roblox. Oh wait, you had that scary monster. Is that what you're talking about? If you're the person who had a scary monster, then I guess that was your avatar and it was frightening. I don't know how you did that, but it's scary. Yeah. Um, that was you? Okay. Yeah, I saw that. It's funny. It's pretty funny because everyone else is just like, with their fashion, and you are a cursed alternate dimension being. Okay, let's get to this story. Let's start the story, everyone. Watch party's beginning now. Now, Paimon, I'm sick today, girl, so don't start with me, because if you start yapping, I will yap back. I thought I already talked to them.
You're actually Nahida, aren't you? Paimon felt like Catherine was acting weird when we met at the Sub-Zero's festival. And Dunyarzad, did you save her? It's a really long story. We shouldn't disturb her. Her consciousness is still weakened. Let's chat somewhere else. How about by the Traveler's favorite bench?
Hi, Corin. Put a finger down if your beloved geriatric diabetic toothless cat won't stop peeing outside of the litter box. Are they okay? Can they make it? Or are they just like missing? That voice does not go with that face. Ooh, cutscene.
Let's talk about Dunyarzad first. It's such a relief that she's all right. After we parted on the last day of the Sub-Zero's festival, I left the city and saw what the Traveler had described. Among the countless dreams, I found one that was growing fainter and fainter. This proved my suspicion. Once Dunyarzad could no longer bear the Akasha harvesting her dreams, her consciousness began to dissipate. But this also meant it escaped the Akasha's control.
Hi, Brian. They ain't missing. They're just being ornery because of the move, I think. All the way on the opposite side of the house. Oh, okay.
Such a small fragment of consciousness can't last for very long, though. It will return to its original dream, where both will gradually fade until they completely disappear.
So she's okay.
I used all the power I had to keep her dying dream alive as long as possible. But it still wouldn't have lasted for much longer if it hadn't been for you two breaking the samsara. So it looks like we did manage to save Dunyarzad in the end. And not a moment too soon. Huh? Why are you two smiling so happily? I thought you'd be so moved that you'd start crying.
Hi, Fig. Hi, Ireland.
I need to spend more time.
Hi, everyone. There's like
observing
50 or so
emotions.
people and 10 or so people on TikTok. Hi, everyone. Thank you all so much for showing up today.
Both are fine. Everyone reacts differently.
Hi, Venus.
All right. You two must have a lot of other questions for me, right? After all, you saved my faithful believer. As your reward, I will answer any and all questions.
Hi, Jara.
At the Avidia forest, there was this incense that made the traveler fall unconscious and dream of a huge tree and a red sky.
Hi, Tommy.
You also heard someone's voice, right? It said world and forget me. Yeah, so you do know. We've been wanting to ask you what that was about, and if the red sky was related to Conria. It seems like the traveler established a connection to Irminsul. That was a message left by Greater Lord Rukkhadevata's residual consciousness in Irminsul. Perhaps her last memory before she died.
I don't fully know why Catherine is Nahida, but I'm just accepting it at this point. It seems the traveler established a connection to Irminsul, right? That message was left by Greater Lord Rukkhadevata's residual consciousness in Irminsul, perhaps her last memory before she died.
As you two probably know, Greater Lord Rukkhadevata disappeared after the disaster in Conria. The timings of these events do line up, so your suspicions are reasonable. A message from Greater Lord Rukkhadevata? We thought it was from King Deshret. King Deshret?
Hi, CMB. How are
That
you?
god who died even longer ago? Some present-day desert dwellers still worship him. You probably just heard some of their conspiracies. Okay, so what does the message mean? I still haven't managed to decipher it. Even the Akasha isn't currently capable of doing that. Greater Lord Rukkhadevata's residual consciousness in Irminsul seems to be contaminated with something that has a very dangerous aura to it.
Catherine is a Shneznayan robot doll. For real? Is Catherine a robot? Is that what they all are like at the counters and stuff? You went on a date? Really, CMB? How was it? Really? I didn't know that. Like a puppet. Wow. Okay.
Many devoted scholars go mad as soon as they connect their consciousness. I've warned the academia about this many times, but people still keep falling victim to it. But I believe this is the key to saving Irminsul. That's why I've kept trying to decipher it. So the tree in the vision was Irminsul? Oh, Tinari also said that Irminsul is sick. Is it because of the contaminated consciousness?
Thank you, Pickled, for sending the game controller on TikTok.
But even if you can't figure out what that vision was all about, it seems like our search for you was all in vain. The traveler wasn't affected after coming in contact with that consciousness. I've never seen anyone like that. With you here, we may have a chance at deciphering it. No, we must decipher its secrets. I've already eliminated all other factors that might affect Irminsul. This is the only one left. This puzzle has life and death at stake. It could determine Irminsul's fate, as well as Tevat's.
I assume if I ask her why she looks like Catherine, they'll just tell me. Let's just listen.
To be accurate, I'm using the Akasha as a medium to occupy Catherine's consciousness. How did you do that? Poor Catherine. Does this mean you can also occupy other people's
Nice, CMB. I'm happy to hear that.
Theoretically, I can enter anyone's mind as long as they're wearing their Akasha terminal. The Akasha is the legacy of Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. As Lesser Lord Kusanali and the first Akasha terminal, my consciousness has always been linked to the Akasha. I've always respected my people's free will, so I've never actually occupied their consciousness. When necessary, I just borrow.
Oh, I see. Oh, wait, let's wait for the audio. Maybe there's something going around. Something has to be going around. Apparently Nicki Minaj was sick recently, and she's on tour right now, and she was performing pretty sick. I don't know. I think there's a respiratory thing going around. A lot of people are getting sick right now. Everyone, please remember to wash your hands or just don't leave your house. Bionic Shneznayan puppet. So it seems as though Nahida's facilitating this communication through the Akasha, which is essentially her being because she's the Lesser Lord Kusanali. She appreciates her people's free will, so she's actually using this bionic Shneznayan puppet to communicate with me.
Hold on. Did we just learn some deep, dark secret?
Everyone I follow on TikTok seems to be sick.
No wonder Paimon felt something was off about her. What about your own body? Why do you need to borrow other people's? Don't you live in the sanctuary of Surasthana?
This anime analyst voice is one of my favorite of yours.
That story begins a
I blame
long time
MLO.
ago. After Greater Lord Rukkhadevata disappeared, the sages found my newly born self and took me back to Sumeru. At that time, I was young and weak. The sages kept me in the sanctuary of Surasthana, ostensibly for the sake of protecting me. But I've hardly heard from them since. However, I do understand that they had hoped to find Greater Lord Rukkhadevata instead of me, a symbol of her passing.
Oh.
So, The sages basically put their new Archon under house arrest? How dare they! Why don't you teach them a lesson, Nahida? In some ways, they aren't wrong. Greater Lord Rukkhadevata was omniscient and omnipotent. Even after her death, the Akasha is still empowering this nation.
When I woke up, I was in a flower carriage. When I woke up, I was in a flower carriage.
And I'm still really far away from being able to call myself the God of Wisdom. Moreover, the Academia is also more proficient at governing this country. My existence has little meaning.
Nahida was trapped for 500 years and she didn't harm her people, unlike someone else. Cough A. To me, you're already an excellent Archon.
Yeah, you got a lot of believers. Just look at the Sub-Zero's festival. Everyone who showed up truly loves you. Thank you for the kind words. But I honestly don't need physical freedom as long as I can connect my consciousness to the Akasha.
You just got over. Well, I'm glad to hear that you're over it, damsel. I'm hoping that I get over it. I was feeling so good yesterday. I woke up today and I said, "Oh my God, it's back."
Trying to find a way to save Irminsul is my life's mission and top priority. I will work on that and try to live up to being a deity in the meantime. Every once in a while, I will also take up the duties of the God of Wisdom and enlighten a lost soul here and there. Doing all that should be enough. There's never been any big problems with the Academia's governance of Sumeru. This is the first time I've seen them step out of line. I wonder what caused them to go down this path, and what they hope to achieve. Even though the city's residents haven't noticed anything strange, if the Traveler hadn't broken the Sub-Zero's samsara, the situation could have become dire. I tried to do some investigating in the Akasha, but I couldn't find anything suspicious. And all the people of interest seem to purposely avoid wearing their Akasha terminals. I think they're deliberately trying to hide something. Oh, that reminds Paimon. In Gandharvaville, there was a sage who had invited Tinari to join some kind of project. Could it be related? Regardless, I need to first investigate the sage's motives, make things right, and punish them if needed. But I'll have to be discreet, or they'll see me coming.
Do you think that when we finally get to Snezhnaya that Catherine will get a little bit more... I feel like Catherine is such a big character that it has a big opportunity to really go into, like... I know she's a puppet and she's made by somebody, but, like... I feel like there's something you can do with that in the narrative. Going to dinner with your mom. Okay, have a good one, library. Thank you for hanging out. You're having chicken Greek salad? I want that. We think she is a harbinger? Oh. Hey, hey, hey! When the Sumeru OST distracts you.
You mean how the Akasha stops you from having dreams?
Also, like, Catherine's like TikTok. Catherine's like TikTok, and Tavat is America. I get it.
Yeah, it's been such a long time. No one's noticed something's up? It's not that no one noticed. It's more like no one cared. Ultimately, it's all rooted in the sage's misdirection.
If you think about it, a lot of characters are puppets. Catherine, etc. Oh. I don't see why they wouldn't play on the concept. That would be interesting.
Misdirection?
Hi, Lily.
The sages convinced everyone to believe that being unable to dream is a sign of rationality and wisdom. Not dreaming is a badge of honor in Sumeru. Even if the truth is that their dreams are being reaped by the Akasha. With their propaganda in place, the sages can maximize their use of the Akasha to facilitate their research. Besides, Greater Lord Rukkhadevata must have created the Akasha in the hopes that it could be used to its full potential. That's why I've never come out strongly against this. Anyway, the perspective advocated by the sages drowned out any voices of doubt. By now, even those who never use Akasha terminals find it too shameful and embarrassing to talk about their dreams.
Well, Nahida, you have given me a lot of lore to think about. Thank you.
Got it. I hope my answers were satisfactory, seekers of knowledge. To be honest, maintaining Dunyarzad's fading dream took a lot of mental energy. I think I may need to rest for a while.
I just got Chori and her weapon, and I'm trying to triple crown her. Whoa! Well, Lily, congrats.
Oh, and you don't need to worry too much about the sage's activities for now.
Catherine's a hidden Mio
I
girl.
won't be able to conduct another project on the scale of the Sub-Zero Samsara in the immediate future. Go and get some sleep. Leave everything to us. What a relief. This is truly the most exhausting birthday I've ever had.
When I woke up, I was on a flower carriage.
Traveler? Paimon? Why am I here? Do either of you know?
Maybe you were sleepwalking. You know you can't wake up a sleepwalker. We happened to walk by, so we thought we'd wait for you to wake up.
Up until this point, of the game, people had a lot of questions about the lore of Teyvat. I think it's very fitting for us to get a bunch of answers to those questions in the Nation of Wisdom and Knowledge. Yeah, it's quite fitting. It's almost like they sort of wrote the title of this land, the knowledge, to like give the player knowledge. Yeah.
I see. Huh. I should visit my maintenance personnel sometime.
Her and
I'm
Kokomi are my
fine.
highest
I
characters.
better go. Thank
Lily,
you.
that's your taste. Chori and Kokomi, get into it. Bye, Catherine.
We've spent quite some time in Sumeru City, but ever since we last said goodbye to Lesser Lord Kusanali, we haven't heard anything from her. Oh, we can't just keep waiting around like this. Let's go find Catherine and pick up some work so we can at least keep ourselves busy.
Add Astra Avisask. We meet
Add
again, you
extra
two.
applesauce.
Hi, Catherine. Do you have any commissions for us today?
Commissions, huh? Let me think. Oh, how about this? Please attend the Academia's Academic Symposium this afternoon and
What's
recite a love
a
poem on
donut?
stage.
Oh wait, sorry, I have to listen. Recite a love poem. Okay.
Wait, say what now?
And if possible, please also use your camera to capture the reaction of the audience upon finishing the poem.
Huh? What kind of commission is that?
The audience would definitely have a reaction.
I see. It appears that you're not interested in this commission. In that case, please go to Port Armos and convince the Eremites there to spend some time volunteering at the local orphanage.
Hey, that's not any better.
Catherine.
I'm sure the mercenaries will
Whoa.
have some interesting reactions as well.
Opal! Hi, Opal. Thank you for raiding me. Hi, Opal. Thank you. Hi, Opal and all Opal's friends. Hi.
Paimon's gotta ask, just who exactly has been submitting these commissions to the Adventurers Guild?
Oh, the commissioner? Well, actually, I just wanted to see the two of you in action.
Was it so obvious? I was hoping you would actually take one of those commissions. That kind of chance to observe humans doesn't come by often.
Nahida, you're a little bit of a freak. You need to stop body snatching Catherine.
Ah, so it's Nahida. Paimon just knew Catherine wouldn't crack those kinds of jokes. When
Thank
did
you,
get into
Opal.
her head? From when she said, Ad Astra Abyssosque? So it's been you this whole time? Are you done resting up, Nahida? Yes. I've been sleeping ever since we parted ways, and I even had a really, really long dream. It was another dream about the Sub-Zero's festival, except it was a happy one.
Did you wake up in a flower carriage?
In my dream, I was sitting in the middle of a flower terrace, and everyone in Sumeru City was holding hands as they danced in circles around me. They danced round and round, and everyone looked really happy. I also got to sit on a gigantic flower carriage.
Hi, Comet.
Ferris, the Knight of Flowers, raised me really, really high above the ground, and I was throwing an endless amount of Yalda candies at the children. You know, Nahida, maybe your dream is how the Sub-Zero's festival.
I'm so
really
strong
should
for
be.
streaming. Girl, I am
It's
A-okay.
time where everyone gets together to celebrate your birthday.
Thank you so much, Opal. I appreciate it. But in reality, you woke up in a flower carriage.
Huh? Wasn't I describing a really happy dream? Why are you both looking at me like that? Wait, could this be an example of the emotion known as pity? No, we aren't pitying you. That would only make everything worse. We just don't want you to feel too sad. By the way, have you had a chance to visit Dunyarzad? How's she doing? The Homianis haven't allowed any visitors after the
The
festival,
what?
so we haven't been able to check on her. Yes, I paid her a visit right after I woke up. She was resting at the time. Her condition is stabilized. However, since Elazar is a
Hi, Cutie
manifestation
Cupid.
of the withering on
Thank
the human
you.
body, we
So
can
glad
only
you
cure
made it.
by finding a way to take care of Irminsult's own withering. But for the moment, our top focus should still be figuring out what the sages are up to and what they're planning.
Yes, I want to do that. Nahida, can we figure out what the sages are doing?
Right. Who knows what'll happen if they manage to pull off another scheme like the Samsara of the Sub-Zero's festival. So our first priority should be investigating and putting a stop to the sages' activities. As for how we should pull that off, let's discuss it somewhere else. There are too many adventurers around here. Oh, good point. Sorry, adventurers. We're gonna be borrowing Catherine for a little while.
Crunky, hi, how are you? Welcome. I don't mind talking about seeing my friends. My friends were really, really cool. I saw them. I haven't seen... Okay, so I haven't seen one of them in like... maybe like a year. Another one I hadn't
Let's
seen
continue our
in
chat here.
7 years. The other one I hadn't seen in like 8 years. And it was just really, really nice. It was the club that we had went to. It was like a bar, but they like host a lot of DJs. The party theme of the night was Club Kids, so it was a bunch of like queer people. And it was really cool. Like a lot of cool costumes and drag and stuff like that. I picked something up. I have a respiratory infection from it, but it was worth it. I just am going through it, you know? But I had a really good time.
Okay, so do you have any ideas on how we can investigate the sages, Nahida? Actually, I've already done a little bit of work on that. But for now,
It's not
wanna hear
COVID. I
your
tested. I don't
thoughts.
have COVID. Okay. I want to hear your thoughts. I've already done a little bit of work on that. I want to hear your thoughts. Okay, she wants to hear my thoughts. We could grab someone close to the sages and question them. We can possess a student.
No way, that's too risky. You mean it'd be too easy to get caught?
I'm getting Genshin drops from your stream, so you could probably put drops in your title if you want to attract some extra peeps. I'm okay. We got like almost 60 people in here. You know? I appreciate it though.
No, it's not that. We shouldn't involve innocent students in this. A single mistake could completely ruin their lives.
Well, they're like ruining people's lives with the samsara.
Doing that would be ignoring the safety of my people for my own selfish goals. How is that
Okay.
any different from what the sages are doing?
You're right.
That's a good point. spoken like the god of Sumeru.
Well, why don't we just possess somebody, one of the sages, right?
I've already tried that, but all the key members of the Academia, even the core 30 guards, intentionally avoid wearing their Akasha terminals. It seems that from the very beginning, they've been guarding against info leaks from the Akasha. Of course, it could also be because they're wary of me.
Have you already caught the sage's attention?
I'm guessing not yet, but distrusting me would make perfect sense if they've ever paid attention to the urban legends about me. In any case, I probably can't take over their minds directly.
Well, let's just interrogate somebody.
We're in the dark as of now. Since we still don't know anything about
You got
their
30
goals,
primos?
any rash move could tip them
Hey.
off and lead to terrible consequences.
I've been looking to see when the creator program comes back, if they're ever going to do it, because I'd love to be part of Genshin's creator program.
After all, every person in Sumeru City is one of their hostages.
Are we really out of ideas? Nahida, you're super smart, so you already have something in mind, right? Don't keep us in suspense. Spill the beans already.
According to a popular theory from the Vahumana Darshan of the Academia, rejecting impractical motions at the beginning of a planning session will give more weight to the actual proposal.
Okay, but aren't you the god of wisdom? You don't have to use that kind of gimmick to make us take your ideas seriously.
Well, I've been thinking that if I can't directly possess the leaders, and if I can't get ordinary people involved, then I should find someone who's already involved, but hasn't decided to side with the sages.
You're saying we should recruit a spy? That does sound like it could work.
But who do we know? Is there anybody who could spy for us? Do we know anybody? The only Mio girls that I know are Dunyarzad, who's still, I don't really know how she is. I know she's alive. Nilu, she's dancing somewhere.
Oh, before coming back, we met someone named Alhaitham. He seems like he acts alone, and he likes doing stuff behind the Academia's back. They probably aren't in cahoots.
Actually, I already have someone in mind. Do you still remember that female scholar named Sataria?
I don't actually.
Sataria. Paimon remembers now. Isn't she the one who's always trailing behind the Grand Sage of the Academia? We ran into her basically every time the Sub-Zero's festival repeated itself. You could even say we're old enemies by now.
I remember her now. She's the one that went bald because she was trying to use the MLO Brown 62. She went bald because of it, and then she started wearing that really, really cheap wig that was also MLO brand. And I told her at a certain point in Samsara, I knew I could tell her because, like, I could lose decorum and we would all forget anyway. But, like, in that one moment, I did tell her one time that I would snatch the wig off. I remember her now, yeah.
Paimon still remembers the smug and mean way she always spoke to Nilu.
Yeah. And I remember telling her I was going to snatch her wig off.
I've always liked observing all kinds of people, and Sataria has always stood out from the crowd.
Yeah, it's that nasty wig. I really want to snatch it off.
She was born in the desert and was hailed as their greatest genius. Her academic gifts allowed her special admission into the Academia, and also gave her the opportunity to serve as the sage's assistant.
Well, they say brains don't make beauty. And I can tell by that wig, I want to snatch it off.
Oh, Paimon didn't know she was from the desert. She must be pretty special then. Paimon feels like most of the desert dwellers around the city are working as mercenaries.
The name Sataria means star. When she lived in the desert, she shone like the brightest star in the night sky.
The sort of synthetic sheen on that wig really lends credence to that, doesn't it?
Later on, she was chosen by the sun. The star was given a place in the daytime sky to complement the sun's dazzling light. Soon after, the star witnessed the sun scorching the earth, which brought forth many disasters. The star began to waver. Instead of staying beside such a sun, Wouldn't it be better to return and light up part of the night sky? But in the end, she couldn't give up the radiance of daytime. To cope with her shame, the star buried her guilt and closed her eyes.
Wait, are you telling me that Sataria is living out this metaphor?
From the sound of it, Sataria's just hung up on the research opportunities here. But she doesn't really support the academia. She still feels guilty about not doing more for the desert, right? She's just running away from her problems.
Indeed. When they are presented with complex moral issues, many people will simply plug their ears and go with the flow until the problem can't be fixed anymore. She's suppressing a lot of guilt, but before she realized it, she had already become the sage's accomplice. She can't deny her part in their schemes anymore.
Wow. Well, Nahida, you really knew the tea on this girl. We have everything we need to go and get under her skin to get into the academia. I don't care how much you've told me about her and how much I should have, I have some empathy, but she still did what she did, and let's use it against her.
Right. We must somehow make her face her problems again. That way, not only can we get useful intel from her, but she can also use it as an opportunity to redeem herself.
Dendra's my second favorite element, and my favorite is Nahida. My second favorite is Kirara, followed by Yao Yao.
From my past observations, Sataria will take a day off from the academia every 10 days to do some shopping in the city.
You really know the tea after the longest bout of exposition.
Tomorrow afternoon just happens to be a shopping day for her. That'll be our chance. To prepare, let's go check out some of her favorite spots and have a quick chat with a few of the vendors there.
Okay, so Nahida knows where she shops. Nahida knows where she lives, who she works with, what she likes, what she feels. And we're interested in exploiting that. That's very interesting. Why is this quest not being tracked? Okay. It's not stalking, it's investigating. Me when I become a informant for the federal government. I'm not stalking, I'm investigating.
This should be Sataria's favorite fortune-telling spot.
That's a big cat.
So should we ask the fortune teller about Sataria?
No, I already have enough information on Sataria. The most important thing now is for you to pay attention
Nahida's
to
trying
the
to see
vendor's
everything.
talking style and key characteristics.
Pay attention to the vendor's talking style and key character. Okay.
Talking style and key characteristics?
My poor lost lambs, have you become troubled over your fates? The divine voice of wisdom often echoes between mine ears. If thou be blessed today by the gods, I may be able to show you the way.
Who is voice acting Nabia?
Huh? Really? Nahida, you've been whispering things to her?
Shh! My friend here has some doubts regarding her future. Can we get a fortune reading for her?
Of course, of course. In that case...
What?
Uh-huh. It would seem that Harut and Marut are quite wary of you. Perhaps, at some time in the past, you have somehow offended the gods.
Nahida's that one stalker friend that knows everyone's business and could find info in a flash. Yes, exactly. I choose my own destiny.
Only mocking the god of Animo, questioning the lord of Geo's financial savviness, and brawling with the god of Electro. Do those count?
Sorry, one second. Why is it TikTok Live is telling me I'm inactive. Like, girl, I'm here. What are you talking about? Maybe people have been going live and been inactive. I had to do a CAPTCHA. That is so weird. Okay.
Oh, nothing. Go on, pick an aspect for her to divine.
Sorry, give me a second. Okay. Divine. Let's do love.
Love prospects? No problem at all. The gods have spoken. The truth shall be revealed. One who is fated to cross your path will appear on... Huh? So many people will fall for you. How could that be?
Oh, I forgot to tell you, Nabia. I'm a Mio girl. Yes. I knew that part. I want to know which one I should pay attention to.
Harut, Marut, did you two spoil my divination? I've never read a fortune so absurd.
Actually, Paimon thinks this is probably the most accurate fortune telling you've ever done.
Yes, we're Mio girls.
I admit that the orientation of today's celestial matrix is suboptimal. As such, there will be no charge.
Is that so? Well, that can't be helped.
If you were to bring some food offerings for Harut and Marut on your next visit, perhaps they could help you reverse the wheels of fate.
Her voice actress played Libra in Fairy Tail? Whoa.
Is this another one of Sataria's favorite stalls?
Yep, it belongs to a king. His father helped Sataria a lot when she first moved to Samari City, so she still comes by whenever she has time. When I start talking with him, listen carefully to the details of our conversation.
Hi, Elgato.
Ah, dear customers. Would you like to look at some pottery?
We caught wind of your great craftsmanship, so we specifically came to take a look.
Oh, I recognize you. Aren't you Miss Catherine from the Adventurers Guild? Sounds like I'm in for some big business.
Speaking of, where did you learn this trade?
I suppose you could say it all started with my dad. He's a mason by trade, but I picked up an interest in clay while apprenticing for him. After that, I began making pottery by myself in secret. And I simply changed trades when my works turned out well. Although it's a pity that I'm no longer making much use of the knowledge provided to me by the Akasha.
That's nice. You're making a living doing something you love.
So is your father still working?
Nahida
as a
would be so
mason?
scary if you got on her bad side. That's true. Like, she's literally, she knows everybody.
Oh no, not anymore.
Nahida's
A
so
few
weird
years
for this,
back,
not
he
gonna
fell
lie.
from a roof and broke his leg. Since he had already saved enough Mora over all these years, he's just enjoying the retired life in Port Ormos nowadays.
I see. We wish him peace and happiness in his retirement.
Hi, Luca. How are you?
I'll have someone in charge of logistics at the guild come by another day for some goods. We'll leave you to it. Take care now.
No problem. Rest easy, all our goods are sure to meet your every need.
This should be our final stop. Sataria's always thinking of this restaurant when she's working at the academia.
She
she
might not be
always
offing
comes
her
by
people,
whenever
but
she's
she is
out
the
in the
surveillance
city.
state all on her own.
Nahida, you've really thought of everything.
It's my duty to protect Samari's citizens, after all.
It's just the innocence. I'm just trying to protect everyone by surveilling every single thing that they do. And if I'm motivated to figure something out, I'll just use all of the data that I've harvested about each individual against them.
Hi there. I feel like I've seen you down by the docks
I'm good. We're
before.
playing Genshin. Friday and Saturday are our Genshin watch parties because we're progressing through the main story of Genshin Impact.
Huh? Sorry, I don't quite remember. If I recall, you were having a discussion with someone about shipbuilding at the time.
Ah, that's right! I've always been really interested in feats of marine engineering. After all, I grew up in Liyue Harbor and spent my entire childhood staring at the ships going in and out of the port. I came to Sumeru to study, but failed to make it into the academia due to my lack of talent. But I'm still discussing all kinds of problems with different scholars, and I'm continuing to study and perform research from the restaurant's basement. I'm sure I'll get to the academia after their next round of exams.
What an admirable spirit for learning. Amazing.
Sure, but you'll find hardworking
The
people
Doom
wherever
Master.
you go.
What?
So this restaurant has a basement as well? Huh. First I've heard of it.
That's right. It's not usually open to patrons. Most of the time, employees use it for breaks or to hold private events.
I see. Guess that makes sense. Well, good luck with your studies, Miss Chishan.
Thank you so much. As long as I can make it into the academia as an official student, I'll be happy.
Okay.
So, was that everybody? Mm-hmm. 3 familiar faces should be enough for Sataria. What's the point of all the information we've collected? Nahida, you still haven't told us how you're planning to make Sataria face her problems.
Yeah, I want to know why we were just like really observing all of her favorite spots and people she talked to. Like, what are we doing here, Nahida?
Sataria is already used to avoiding her problems, so we must find a way to break through her usual sensibilities. I remember you mentioned that the Eremites in Port Ormuz are all making a fuss about the upcoming resurrection of King Deshret. Although it's all just a boatload of nonsense, the faith of her homeland may turn out to be Sataria's soft spot.
Although it's all just a boatload of nonsense, Sataria might care about it. Dang.
Oh, Paimon gets it now! You want to take advantage of the guilt Sataria feels about her homeland.
This is nefarious.
Although she knows she should return home to help the people of the desert, all she's done is conspire with the sages. So how do we set that up? Well, King Deshret is long gone, and Sataria is also too smart to fall for any simple tricks. If we simply engaged her under the guise of King Deshret's believers, she would definitely be wary of us. And we may, but if we were to borrow some of her close acquaintances to talk with her, her reaction would probably be very different. So, you mean you're going to possess those people we just talked to? Yep. Possess them through the Akasha. Imply they've already converted to the faith of King Deshret, and then convey our made-up will of King Deshret.
Like, for real, damsel, she is a manipulator. Nahida.
As long as everything goes smoothly, we'll get through to Sataria for sure. She'll never guess that we had anything to do with it. Ah, so that's how you're going to use all the info we collected on these people. It's so that you won't slip up and break form. Possessing them will only work if you can manage to pass off as them.
What is this plot? Okay.
Exactly. So,
This is
best of luck
wild.
with impersonating them. Huh? Best of luck? But we don't know how to possess anyone. That's no problem at all. I'll just share all their senses with you once I've possessed them. As long as you're also wearing an Akasha terminal, the effect will basically be as if you've possessed them yourself. Huh. That is pretty convenient. But why does she have to do this? Can't you do it yourself? Although
I
I've
mean-
been observing humans for a while, I've never been good at imitating them.
I mean, I can see the angle of like she doesn't really know that she's being manipulative. She's just kind of a young god who's trying to get something done, and we do have to figure out what's happening in the academia. I just think I think it's funny the fact that she's like, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna talk to all these people that she knows, and I'm gonna pretend to be them so we can get information from her and guilt her into telling the information that we want. And then Paimon's like, oh, that makes sense.
You're not wrong. It's always been painfully obvious whenever you try to pass as Catherine.
Right, Matt.
If it was at all possible, I would have preferred to leave these people alone. But seeing how things are now, I probably should just accept it and push on.
Yeah, don't beat yourself up over it. We're only doing this to help everyone, and we'll only be borrowing them for a little while anyway.
Alright, then let's give it a go tomorrow afternoon.
I need to get this donut. What do the radiant spin crystals even do? Change music. Oh, right. I've asked that before. Yeah, I remember. Oh, thank you, Brian. Yeah, it's just concealer and I colored it in with
Here she comes.
eyeshadow.
Sataria's here! Let's quietly follow her. Once she starts talking to her acquaintances, we'll find a safe spot to begin possessing them. As for how we'll sway her to our side, I'll leave that to you. I trust you'll know what to say.
Paimon's starting to feel kinda nervous. Okay, let's go.
I want to do it. This is dark-sided. Let's do it.
Looks like they've already started talking. Let's find a hiding spot and get started.
We are literally stalking. Oh my god. Get into it.
That's right. You really can't force anything when it comes to love. And besides, everyone around me has a very different background and outlook.
I'm in a new body.
Are you still listening to me, Nabia?
I know that voice. And I know that wig.
Oh, of course I'm listening. You were talking about troubles with your love life, right? I heard everything you said.
Okay then. You just seemed a little distracted for a moment there.
Those cats are like,
Strange. Your cats seem pretty worked up. Is something wrong?
Hi, Jess.
I always thought they were quiet, happy kitties. Oh, what are their names again?
Haru and...
Ah, that's right. They are just little darlings, aren't they? Harut and Marut.
Those cats said somebody's in Nabia's body right now.
So, which fortune do you want me to read for you today? You must have come for another echo of the divine voice of wisdom.
I'd like to get another reading on my love prospects.
Cats
But
knowing
to be
something is a
perfectly honest
mess.
with you, I feel like I've been a real mess recently.
A mess?
Well, could you do a reading on how long it'll take me to finish my current project at work? I really
Paimon.
just want to get it over with.
I hear you. No problem at all. The gods will reveal the truth.
Um, the the gods is spoken.
The gods are asking. Sataria, why haven't you gone home?
Why haven't I gone home? Do the gods really know everything I've been thinking about?
And like the gods, I'm feeling it. They said, Sataria. They said, "Oh my goodness, Sataria, you might actually be like an awful, awful person if you don't go home. All of those things that you're actually thinking about and you're insecure about by pursuing your career and leaving your home actually objectively makes you a bad person." Why are the gods saying that, Sataria? Wait, they're saying, Sataria, you should totally feel so guilty about that. Why are they saying that?
Sataria, why don't you just go home? It's a demand now instead of a question. The gods seem to be truly upset.
I'm sorry. I know I failed the gods. Please pass on my most sincere apologies and ask for their divine forgiveness.
No, I'm sorry. There's one more thing coming. They said that wig is rotten. Rotted. They said that wig is rotted.
And if I may ask, Nabia, is there a specific god who's speaking to you right now?
What an inconsiderate and naive question. The god
They
who is
said
speaking
stop
to me
buying
is, of
MLO.
course, the wisest and mightiest of all, King Deshret.
King Deshret? No wonder he would make such demand of me. Wait a second. King Deshret passed away a long time ago. Even though news of King Deshret's resurrection has been spreading like wildfire, it's all just a misinformation campaign from the Academia. How can King Deshret still exist in real life?
Interesting. So in our subterfuge mission, I've discovered that King Deshret's resurrection is just a misinformation campaign. Already, within our first body snatching mission, I've discovered information.
What insolence! I am King Deshret's most loyal believer. Do you wish to refute his voice of wisdom?
Oh, no. As a child of the desert, I am only reveling in his power upon learning that his divine glory has touched even this city.
Not slave for Nahida, so it's okay. Wait, Jess says not the religion gaslighting, not slay, sad face, but for Nahida, it's okay.
I will think very carefully about his demand of me. I'm sorry. I must go now.
Wait!
I thought she was gonna keep walking.
Whoa, she just ran off in a hurry. She looked pretty upset too.
We did really go in on her, Paimon.
Well done. Sataria didn't seem to suspect anything amiss. To have something she's been trying desperately to avoid show up out of nowhere and berate her, that must have shaken her to the core.
Aw, Nahida, it seems like you understand human emotions really well after all.
Why do you think we're doing this, Paimon? We're manipulating her.
All I know are some abstract Harabatot theories. And in any case, my time with you has shown a lot of them to be utterly useless. I'm still trying to make sense of everything.
Nahida said, we really shook her to the core with just one person.
Anyway, enough of that. Let's hurry and catch up to Sataria.
I want to do the other ones. Can we do more? This is so sick. I want to do
Right on
more.
cue. Let's get ready to possess him right away.
Let's go. This is such a crazy story arc.
It's okay. I just got caught up in something. Oh, actually, didn't you ask me to help you look for work? What kind of work were you looking for again?
Um, didn't you ask me to help you look for? I do masonry.
Oh, right. Your old man's craft. How could I forget? Speaking of, how's he doing? Is he feeling any better?
He's walking more now.
Oh, that's good to hear. I have been thinking a lot about him. If I could get some more time off, I'd love to pay him a visit. Actually, while we're talking about him, is he still living in Port Ormos?
Yeah, he's been retired there for a while.
If you could find the time, please write him a letter. Let him know that recently, faith in King Deshret has taken root in Port Ormos and has begun to spread across Sumeru. He has a quick temper and has always been a devout follower of the Dendro Archon. I don't want him to get into a fight with those King Deshret believers because of a difference in beliefs.
Oh? So, who are you siding with in all of this? The Academia or King Deshret? I'm so jealous of you. You were born a child of the desert, yet you chose to betray King Deshret, and now you spend all your time with those crooks from the Academia.
I love that they have. I'm sorry, but they have people who are Caucasian talking about being born in the desert as if they lived in the desert, they would not be burned in the sun. Anyway.
Akeem, you don't mean you've also become a believer of King Deshret?
What's so strange about becoming a believer of the wise King Deshret? In fact, aren't you
I would be
the
bawling in
strange
the
one?
middle of the market.
The one who still can't pick a side?
Can't pick a side? Me?
Whoa! Paimon had no idea you'd be so good at this.
I just am really getting into the role. I think it's the method acting training I've had. And before I met you, Paimon, I actually trained the Stanislavski method in another dimension. I was an actress in another dimension.
You really zeroed in on the issue and put it right in front of her. It might feel a bit overwhelming for Sataria.
Isn't that the point?
But once everything is over, I'll be sure to pay her a visit to her mind and explain everything. Anyway, let's...
Okay. She is running at this point. Oh my goodness.
Sataria's already started talking with
So, Shishan, have you noticed anything weird in the city lately? Like, as if someone was trying to preach to you about something?
Oh, no. I've been studying in the basement.
Oh, right. Speaking of strange things, I celebrated the Sub-Zerus festival so many times that I lost count. That was really weird.
Wait, how could you be aware of that? That should be impossible. Nothing in the report indicated anything like that.
Are you still failing to realize that the Academia's lowly tricks could never deceive all of Sumeru's citizens?
Shishan, don't tell me that you've converted to King Deshret as well.
What an absurd question. You make it sound like I should be ashamed for becoming a believer of King Deshret. In reality, shouldn't you be the one who is ashamed? You, who works side by side with the Academia, and treated people as nothing more than experimental subjects?
You know, honestly, aside from the whole arc of us being like possessing people and manipulating her to get into the academia, this is actually a really interesting way of talking about, like, in situations where people are oppressed by groups of people or like establishments, some people find a way of escaping it by joining in to become the oppressor, and many people deal with the guilt of shirking solidarity. you know? That's really interesting.
Please, please stop!
Even now, Sataria's still trying to run from her problems.
I think we did the job maybe a little bit too much.
She can no longer justify everything to herself.
The smile on her face.
Hey, she's trying
We
to come
broke
to
her. We
life.
really did.
What should we do?
This is the most important part of all. Quick, get ready.
OMG, just like my dad. Oh my goodness.
Mercenary, you're a member of the Corps of 30, correct? Please help me pass a message to the Matcha right away. The situation in the city is getting out of control.
Thank you, Wolf. How are you, Wolf? Hi, Wolf. Whenever you're on TikTok, I just assume that you're at work. I'm still sick, Wolf, but we're here partying on Genshin.
Please, try to remain calm, miss. Tell me what's happening in the city.
Thank you for the roses, Wolf.
Heretics are infiltrating the city, and they've already converted many residents to their side.
Heretics? What kind of heresy are you talking
This
about?
is what she gets for messing with me, Lou.
King Deshret! Many people I know have suddenly started believing in him, but he's long dead. It's impossible.
Miss Sataria, nothing is impossible.
The way she delivered that line. Gagged. Sataria's gagged.
You know my name?
King Deshret is immortal, and all who defy him will one day pay the price.
Could you imagine being Sataria at this moment? Like, Sataria's always been dealing with the guilt of joining the academia, knowing full well that, like, the academia is sort of suppressing a group of people that she cares about. And, like, she's in her safe zone. Like, she's on her shopping trip. She's on her day off. She's in her safe space. And all of the people are like, you know, like, that's just...
You must
I would be
face
freaking
the
out.
truth, Sataria. You tread a treacherous path, and the longer you ignore it, the tighter the
It's a
academia's
nightmare.
grasp on you will become, and the deeper you will be ensnared.
I would be crying.
Child of King Deshret, never forget that the desert that belongs to you lies elsewhere.
What's so strange about becoming a believer of the wise King Deshret? In fact, aren't you the strange one? The one who still
Her
can't
own
pick a side?
samsara.
What an absurd question. You make it sound like I should be ashamed for becoming a believer of King Deshret.
She's in the middle of the market.
Sataria, why haven't you gone home?
It seems that no matter where I run, I only keep finding more believers of King Deshret. I have to say, this is a familiar feeling. I've also been running from my guilt this whole time. Guilt over my part in the Sage's plans, and from ignoring the letters from the children of my homeland. But no matter how much I may try to ignore or get rid of it, my guilt always comes back.
Sataria, you should follow your heart.
You won't necessarily lose your research opportunities by facing the truth. Besides, did you really want to conduct your research while carrying such heavy feelings of guilt?
How do you know me so well? Are you truly just a believer of King Deshret? Or are you the god himself?
That's not important. The important thing is to pass judgment on the academia and its sages, and to correct their mistakes. If you could provide some assistance in this matter, perhaps it could serve as a form of atonement.
I've actually never believed in the gods, but I've always believed in serendipity. Your appearance must be a fated opportunity for me to get out of this wretched situation. Please tell me, what can I do for you?
We've finally broken through. Now let's initiate our plan.
How much do you know about the sage's current activities?
She said spill.
I was just one of the designers for the massed dream harvest scheme, which is what happened around the Sub-Zero's festival.
Oh, she can only read minds when they're wearing the Akasha. I see.
But I know very little about the full scope of the overall project. I'd assume that only staff with the highest clearance would have access to those confidential documents. I've just been working to meet the Grand Sage's specified requirements. However, there's something that's been really bothering me. I heard that a scholar who was previously expelled has returned to the city, and even the sages are still quite wary of him.
I was thinking that too, Vike. Sataria has really cute eye makeup. Shame about the wig.
To fight against the Academia, we will need to figure out the nature and the purpose of their work. Is there a way for us to get access to the confidential documents you mentioned?
It should be possible if we're willing to take some risks. After all, I'm an assistant to the Grand Sage, and I've been working on many tasks outside of the project. One thing, though, I won't be able to transfer the documents to you through the Akasha once I get my hands on them. The sages have always closely monitored all activities within the Akasha. Let me see. Let's use the most primitive method. Send someone to pick up the documents tomorrow evening at the Academia entrance.
The Academia entrance. Wouldn't that be too conspicuous?
Rima is an underrated, irrelevant NPC. Look at her. I mean, she's a pretty significant plot point. But I mean, we are kind of like technically her right now.
Don't worry about that. I assure you, this won't be a trap. I'm only suggesting this location because it'll draw more scrutiny for me to leave the Academia again. It'll be safest for me to distract the guards long enough to hand you the documents.
All right, I trust you.
So, if I were to successfully complete this task, would it mean I've atoned for my wrongdoings?
That'll depend on the judgment of the Dendro Archon.
The Dendro Archon. That's right. Her people are the ones we have endangered. As the god of wisdom, she's also the one responsible for judging and
Hi,
guiding
Pixie.
the scholars.
We got her hook, line, and sinker.
Maybe it's time for me to find a god to believe in.
Just as Nahida predicted, we've managed to bring Sataria to our side.
The Traveler's execution was ingenious. She's the one who deserves all the praise.
Like three girly pops who just successfully socially engineered infiltrating the Academia.
Well, now that we've made plans to meet again tomorrow evening, all we can do is pray for Sataria's mission to go off without a hitch.
Pray? But if we're going to pray to the gods, aren't we just praying to you? God of wisdom and guardian of the scholars?
No. The truth is the true guardian of scholars. I've always believed that. Anyway, let's meet again tomorrow evening at the Adventurers Guild.
Okay. What's the time range? I always forget the time range. 1900 to 2400. I just saw the child characters boxing Paimon for trying to join their group. What? She said tomorrow evening. Use code Mio Manipulation to manipulate all your enemies.
Whenever you need me, I'll be there. I'll catch up.
Catherine, we're here! Oh, you are the other Catherine, right?
Paimon will just like straight up be like, "Are you the Dendro god, Nahida? Or are you just you?" Without any context, as if like that won't completely out what's going on.
That's right. I suppose I'm the other Catherine in your mind.
Shh! We're on a secret mission tonight, so we need to protect Catherine's identity.
You love to think that the characters just dissociate for time skips.
Yep, Paimon's right. We cannot fully rule out the chance that the meetup tonight is just a trap. If something were to happen, my existence may be the only trump card we'll be able to play. After all, the Academia should still be unable to confirm the existence of my consciousness in the outside world.
Yep, exactly. Just what Paimon was thinking.
Girl, I don't think you were thinking.
Anyway, enough about that. Let's just make sure to be on our guard. Off? What do you feel is off? It's the middle of the night. Of course it's quiet. You're not getting paranoid, are you?
No, I think she's right. It really is a lot quieter than usual. If you look around, there seems to be fewer people on the streets. I'm not sure if this is the case for the entire city, though.
Huh. Maybe it's just a coincidence. Maybe Sataria figured out a way to not only distract the guards, but also to get everyone to go to sleep early, just so we can exchange the documents in peace.
I also can't quite figure out why things feel a little off. But now that we're here, let's go ahead and meet her as we planned.
Well, regardless, as long as you're here with us, Paimon feels a little safer.
So obviously something's going to happen. Like, cause, hello? So everybody just is gone. Okay. Where's the Academia?
Huh. There really aren't many people out right now. Let's hope it'll be
I'm not
quiet in front of the Academia, and that Sataria managed to distract all the guards.
I'm not necessarily trying to get Chori. I'd like to get her. I'm pulling on her banner, but I don't have 50-50 for any banner right now, and I'm at like 30-something pity, so I'm mainly going for 4-star characters that can benefit Noelle, like Goro and Yunjin. I need to go up some stairs, I think. I need to go up here. Okay. I'd like to get Chori, though. I'm pulling on her banner and hoping that I just get lucky. I hope this is the right way. Okay, I think it is. Oh, I remember I came up here and I said, I don't think I'm supposed to be here. I was right. Ooh, cutscene.
What are all these people doing here at this hour of the night?
Ah, the triumphant hero returns at last. And to a rather spectacular welcome, even if I do say so myself.
You're the outcast, expelled from the Academia.
Indeed I am. Although these days they tend to call me the Doctor. If you're looking for your researcher friend, she has already been taken into confinement. With some basic caution, she could have discovered the listening device on her person. Clearly, she lacks the degree of rigor expected of a true scholar.
The people of Sumeru City. What have you done to them?
I simply made some minor adjustments to their Akasha terminals. Now they can deposit information directly into the subconscious. As you can see, all these lovely people now believe this traveler is a hero who has just saved the world. My experiment is a success. And now it seems they can no longer hold back their sheer adoration.
What?
What should we do? These are all just regular people.
Leave now. You need to get out of here.
Why What? That guy's a Fatui Harbinger! We can't just leave you here!
Nor can I abandon the people of Sumeru!
Nahida cleansed them of MLO. Mercury and lead overload.
Don't worry.
How many people
We'll
were
meet
scared?
again outside of the city.
Me too. I was really, really scared.
I see. You appear to have overridden their mental faculties with your own consciousness. To possess such a powerful mind.
Hi,
you
Purple.
must
Hi.
be the god of wisdom.
Hi, unlovelies.
This should be far enough. Whew. Paimon needs to catch her breath first. Is Nahida going to be okay?
He does have a cool
We only made
voice.
it out because
I
of
like the
her.
voice actor. That was a cool intro for him. I think Nahida will be okay. She'll like just jump to another person's mind, right?
Paimon wasn't counting on running into a new Harbinger here, let alone such a high-ranking one. That guy was number 2. So scary. He called himself the Doctor. Remember, Tinari told us about him. Sataria did say that someone who once got expelled from the Academia came back recently. And that even the
I should host a
sages are wary
Fortnite
of
fashion
him.
show. I should.
Sounds like she must have been talking about the Doctor. Yeah. Now that the Doctor's in the picture, we're no longer just dealing with the
Hi, fun
Academia.
fact. How have you been?
They're in cahoots with the Fatui.
The D in Dottore stands for Duke Duke. Yeah, we just saw Dottore.
But what are the Fatui after this time? Another Gnosis? Yeah, things would be a lot easier with Nahida's help. Nahida said we'll meet again outside of the city. But we can't just keep waiting around, right? You mean... Oh, right! Wasn't he invited by the sages to work on some project when we were staying with him in the Avinia
You've been great. That's good to
Forest?
hear. I'm glad to hear
It has
that.
to be the same project. Even though he turned it down at the time, he might still know something. There's no time to lose. Let's go to Gandharvaville.
Hey, give me those. Oh, I thought that was something I could swing on. What's this? Okay. Did somebody just call Coley E. coli? Oh, is he the one that made... Wait, did he give her that thing? That she's suffering with? Oh, he experimented on her. Okay, I see. I'm really interested about the Harbingers. I want to know more about them, but I know, like, I'm going to get lore as I go, and Shneznaya isn't out yet.
There. A blonde-haired traveler and a floating fairy. We've got you all right. Take a look around. You've fallen right into our trap.
Are you mercenaries from the Corps of 30? Did you come here to arrest us?
Corps of 30? We're nothing like those government lapdogs who don't even get scraps for their work. We are an elite brigade that commands the highest commission rate in all of Sumeru. We're here on the orders of a client known only as the Outcast.
Okay.
The Outcast? An outcast from the Academia? But why wouldn't the Doctor just send the Fatui after us?
still wasting time on idle chit-chat. We'll shut you up soon enough.
Is he one of the people? Is he the one people on the... I think he is. There's some silver-haired, I don't know, some silver-haired anime male that people have been arguing in my comments about for months. And I don't know. Because I'm learning the story as I go.
Following orders. New punching bag.
Shower me with praise! Time to shine!
I must leave no stone unturned.
Like, girl, get out of here. Jumping around like you're doing something. Embarrassing. Look, I can jump too. Crabaletta, get him. Get him, Crabaletta. Don't make... Watch, Crabaletta's gonna get you. Watch. Get him, Crabaletta. Exactly. I see everything. Exactly.
By royal decree, let the world collide!
Time to clean up.
Would you like one drumstick or two?
It isn't over yet! Here comes reinforcements!
I see everything.
Yoo-hoo! Wings of dark!
Steady as stone.
Oh, it's
Ooh.
That was pretty rough. Is that what elite mercenaries are like?
Crabaletta is the first cross-species Mio girl.
Yeah, looks like we'll have to keep our guards up. But this doctor guy seems like a pretty tough opponent. He knew exactly where to set up an ambush.
Chia,
Did he put
enjoy your breakfast. I want breakfast. Thank you for hanging out. Bye, Chia.
Going up against smart people is tough. Anyway, let's keep going.
Paimon, what do you think it's like living with a dumb person? Never mind. Hi, dogs. Sag. What are they doing? Why was that an interactable dog? I see everything.
I see everything.
They're the gang. Read her mind. That's like the character in Liyue named Little Queer. He's special.
Oh, it's the Traveler and Paimon. What are you two doing back here? Kale! It's nice to see you again. Are you doing
To be honest, I'm not doing too well. My Elazar has been progressing at a faster rate lately. I'm finding it harder to complete more intricate tasks.
I was, Kale, I was thinking about this. You know, I was in an alternate dimension called Earth a while ago, and they called that eczema.
As a result, Master Tinari is taking me off the patrol schedule. He will only allow me to stay here and coordinate other people's tasks.
Oh, Kale!
I shouldn't joke about Kale. I'm sorry.
Speaking of Tinari,
I thought about it and it felt bad.
We're here to talk to him.
Oh, Master Tinari? You just left the Avidia forest a little while ago.
He was headed to Party's DI. He left? But isn't Tinari always saying that he never wants to leave the
Why was
immediate
she
forest?
stank-eyeing us?
He even turned down the sage's invitation. I thought it was weird too. Master Tinari always prioritizes his work as a forest watcher above everything. He almost never leaves his post. He left in a hurry this time, though. No, I only found out that he left through a message he left behind. He also made sure to delegate all his tasks using a schedule. To leave in such a hurry? I guess he had something urgent to take care of. Master Tinari originally studied in the Immorta Darshan of the Academia, and Partis Di is something like the Immorta's research base. Many rare shrubs and grasses have been planted there for research. I know that before he became a forest watcher, Master Tinari once spent a long time conducting research at Partis Di.
You'd fight Kali for that earring?
A research base, huh? Gotta wonder what kind of research Tinari just decided to work on all of a sudden. Oh, we don't have a lot of time, so let's go look for him at Party's DI.
Take care of yourself, girl.
Don't worry, I'm fine. I'm used to living with Elazar by now. If you run into Master Tinari, please send him my regards. Got it. Will do. See you later, Kale.
Well, we gotta go to Party City. So I have a new friend.
I'll catch up.
Hey, Sog. I got roses. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Okay. Not I'm the alpha, I'm the leader. Oh gosh. Okay, we gotta walk. Let's start here. A new laptop background. Is Kali named based on cauliflower? No, I think y'all were saying E. coli. Filipino fan? Hi! It's always I don't know. Y'all gas me up. It's so cool that I have so many people from around the world who watch me. Y'all make me feel so international. I'm flying first class up in the sky. You know, the glamorous. Ooh, the flowersy, flowersy. Oh, you were spelling glamorous. You're a Dominican fan? That is so cool. Hi. Hi to the PH. Hi to the DR. Hi to the USA. Hi to the UK. Hi. I don't know what Ireland's acronym is. Hi, Ireland. We got a lot of people. It's that bird. Something was going on. I had to do it. Let me focus. I need to... Yes, I just got some... Would anyone like a fried fowl? The bird was an MLO spy. Hi from the Overwatch HQ. Hi from Earth. Yes! No, because like I would could you imagine? Could you imagine being able to live in a place like this? Like, girl, I would be just like you could just wander. You could wander in a place like Sumeru, you know? Ah, jeez. Wanderer when he wanders. Ooh. What is this?
Wait! Look who it is!
Nahida.
Thank goodness you're okay. We were so worried about you. Hey, this was supposed to be a touching reunion, but you're ruining the moment.
Actually,
You live in
it's
Fontaine?
very smart of the traveler to be wary of me right now. After all, the doctor has shown that his technology can apparently even control human minds. Plus, it's not like you could have known what happened after we split up and I was facing the doctor by myself. Even a pool of stagnant water after a torrential storm can occasionally pass as a patch of sky.
Paimon feels like only the real Nahida could come up with such an obscure analogy.
Yes, she is like a poet or something like that.
Huh? But I wasn't trying to win your trust or anything. All I wanted was to clarify my point.
Nahida, okay, so Nahida, I'm an INTP, so I can really vibe with the sort of esotericism of it all, but you have to understand that that was not what most people would call clarification. That was like pontification, elaboration, but we didn't really circle back and close that loop.
Well, we understand that point now. Please, Nahida, tell us more about what happened. Are those poor people all right?
You're an INTP too?
When you left, I was still in the middle of
I'm so glad to see that
restoring
Paimon's learned what an
everyone's
analogy is.
Thankfully, when the doctor mentioned depositing information into the subconscious, he didn't mean engraving information into their minds.
I did for a while think that Paimon could have been an MLO spy, but I don't think she is because the smell of the diaper, the Duke in the diaper, really makes me think that she's an MLO girl. But the bob and the custom Mio scarf that she's always wearing shows me that she is a Mio girl. She's just like, you know, like there was like Jessica Simpson, but then there was also who was that one girl who she was like kind of like the 2000s Marilyn Monroe. I have to look her up. What was her name? Like her whole shtick was like being a 2000s version of a Marilyn Monroe. Anyway, that joke just veered off because I don't know the name. But yeah, she's a Mio girl. Sometimes it's hard to tell.
Instead, he did something closer
That's
to
a custom
creative
Mio diaper, exactly.
hallucinations. That was still within my power to fix. Luckily, I managed
Not
to
Madonna.
finish my restorations and mind jump away from him just as he was about to capture me.
What a relief. The doctor sure pulled out some hidden cards, but good thing we had Nahida with us.
I wouldn't be relieved just yet. I gave away my true identity when I restored everyone's minds, which means we've lost another one of our trump cards. Also, the doctor is already an expert at modifying Akasha terminals. Maybe it's only a matter of time until he captures my consciousness inside the Akasha.
Would that mean you'd no longer be able to jump between minds? Then how do we stop him? He's still at the academia, so it's possible he already started messing with the Akasha.
There's a sense of urgency. Let's quit the yapping and get to snapping.
Ugh, it feels like he's toying with us. What a nasty piece
I can't
of
comment
work.
on if Ito is a Mio girl because I don't know much about him.
Plus, the doctor's combat ability alone is apparently enough to make him worthy of being number 2 of the Fatui.
We shouldn't give up hope just yet. Let's try to find another way to attack this problem.
Actually, Nahida, how did you know we were trying to get to Party's DI? Have you been waiting for us?
Yes, I have. I can see the traveler's elemental energy, so I deduced your destination by looking at the direction you were moving in.
Ito is a Mio girly.
You didn't come here for sightseeing, right? Did you find any leads?
We're looking for a scholar we know. His name is Tinari, and the sages once tried to reach out to him. Why don't you come inside with us and see what we can find?
Okay, let's just hope we won't get him into trouble.
I should watch the new Honkai. A lot of people have been asking me to do it. I might. I don't know. I'm honestly a little bit scared because like if my account gets flagged one more time, I literally will become demonetized. So I don't know. I don't know if it's reaction stuff or not, but like basically I have to like be safe for 30 days. And I don't know if it's the reaction stuff or if it is other stuff, but it's kind of scary. Am I pulling for anyone or saving? I don't really know. I'm pulling for Goro and Yunjin. I don't have 50-50 for Chori at the moment, so I'm pulling on her banner, but I only want Goro and Yunjin for real. Like, those are the only people that I'm really asking for because they help with Noelle. Obviously, if I get Chori, I'd be super happy, though. It's the MLMS reporters. Maybe on YouTube? People react on YouTube all the time. Yes, I was thinking of doing a YouTube reaction channel, but I also kind of like have... I don't know. I would want to do a separate channel, and that would mean that I have 3 channels on YouTube. I don't know. I didn't mean to do that. I keep telling myself, or like keep convincing myself like that I can or can't do something or should or shouldn't do something. I guess I just haven't made a move on it yet. When TikTok sort of like threatened to demonetize me, I got pretty scared because that's a pretty vital part of my income. Managing over 5 social media accounts is overwhelming. Okay. I'm gonna keep going for a little bit more. Normani when she's running her own fan account. Oh my goodness. This place is pretty. What does it look like in daytime? How wrong? Yes, I did. I actually want to write a little mini essay on it for TikTok, Eternal Sunshine. I have to listen to it a few more times to really get a vibe of it all. I haven't listened to it enough to like really give thorough opinions on it. I do think it's Ariana's best album, but I don't know. For the past like year and a half, I get a lot of people asking me about like full albums, and I'm like, I just don't listen to full albums lately. The last like real full album that I listened to all the way through and like really have like thorough opinions is like Renaissance by Beyonce. And I've listened to Eternal Sunshine a few times, and I think I love the album. It's a really great album, but that's all I can really say. Love it. You should listen to the music from the Genshin Even Windbloom Festival rhythm game. I don't know what that is, babe. Did you react to the Black Swan dancing video? Everyone keeps asking me to do that. Not to be exhausting while you're probably sick and probably tired, but any updates on the girly pop lock and merch? I have an idea on the merch, but the only way that I can do it is print. What is it? I can't afford to have a manufacturer make t-shirts and then I send them out. I just can't afford that. I can't buy anything wholesale at the moment with my funds or my budget. So I can do like a print on demand thing, but print on demand can get really sticky. You know, thank you, Tropixel, for sending me the gifts on TikTok. Print on demand can get really sticky for people.
All of it, whatever it is. What?
There are many moments where you can break even or where you can actually like be in a deficit, and like with tax season and frankly, I'm not a big creator. It's really, really hard to make merch a thing. I really want to, and I want to keep looking at it, and I do, but it's legitimately a little bit scary. What else did you ask? Girly Pop Lock? Yeah, I want to start Girly Pop Lock, but now that I have Peach, we're going to do Girly Pop Lock after Peach, however long Peach takes. I don't think Peach will take too long. But I do want to start it soon, a Gen 6 Girly Pop Lock.
Traveler? It is you!
Oh, hey, Hypatia.
It's Hypatia!
Ah, what a pleasant surprise! It's so nice to see the two of you again.
Who's this?
She's a scholar we met in the Avidia Forest. When we last saw each other, she was still training in the... what's it called? Satyavada life?
Oh, I see.
That's right, we're old friends. You've come at just the right time. Ever since I've come here, hardly anyone has even talked to me.
Hypatia, you're way too excited about this. Actually, for you to leave the Avidia Forest means... you're not in training anymore? Wait, no. Did you already finish your training and reach Pariporna life?
What do you think? My consciousness has already managed to make contact with the divine.
You did it! Congratulations!
It's so exhilarating to share this sublime joy with others at long last. When my consciousness made contact with the gods.
East, hi. Welcome to chat.
That was.
Nahida is skeptical.
That sounds incredible!
Thank you, Jess. Hi, Gigi.
Oh, all right. Actually, please wait. I haven't forgotten my promise to you. Remember? I promised to help you understand what you saw from Irminsul once I gained deeper insights. My current self has not only gained true insight, but I can even help you establish a direct connection to the consciousness of the divine.
Oh, I remember. She was doing substances until she, like, ascended her cognition or whatever.
You can do that?
Do you believe her, Nahida, or is she just a dope fiend?
I've never heard of anything like that, but if you want to give it a try, I'll do my best to protect your consciousness during the process.
Hold on. I brought some spirit-born ale with me. This is still a crucial part of the ceremony.
We're using that incense again?
All right now. Hold my hand. I'll help you establish a pathway to connect your consciousness.
Okay.
Ready?
Hypatia, girl. Oh my goodness. Okay. Here we go again.
It took 3 betrayals for me to finally understand. The world is just an elaborate tapestry of lies. My fury will never be quelled.
Don't tell me this is Wanderer.
The first to betray
Why are
me
people
was
so
God,
obsessed with him?
my creator. My mother. Valuing strength above all,
She saw no worth in me and I was discarded. The second was a human. My family. My friend. Consumed by fear, he saw me as an abomination. The third was one exactly like me. A hope for the future. A fledgling barely out of the nest.
Everyone keeps saying the story, the story, the story. I don't know the story. I don't. It's. He keeps showing up out of nowhere, and I'm like, what's the point?
They can't be trusted. And the gods fill me with pure loathing. So I said good riddance. I denounced the world and laugh in its face. My chest will never again be defiled by worldly filth. I will scrub away every last trace of human emotion. Then it will be empty, a blank slate, and ready to receive a supreme gnosis, brimming with pure divinity.
I'm gonna like it by the end.
The pain will be brief. Your era is coming to an end.
What does this have to do with Irmin's soul? I'm in Sumeru. Hypatia. What? Why did you just project this boy into my mind? That had nothing to do with that tree.
Did we actually just see the Balladeer's memories? Everything matches what we know about him. But how is he connected to the divine consciousness that Hypatia was talking about?
You saw it, right?
Pixie.
You felt it, right? Such a majestic god. Such a noble will. Such sublime emotion.
Hypatia's a Twitter stan. Uh-oh. We gotta go. You know when Yai said there's actually two puppets made for I, Wanderer is the first puppet, Shogun is the second. Wanderer is discard. I knew that Wanderer was like a discarded puppet.
Alas, shame. If only that which beats within my chest wasn't a filthy mortal heart. Oh, great and merciful God, please grant me forgiveness and salvation.
Guys, I think Hypatia has been smelling these incenses for a very long time.
Do you understand now? I'm afraid this is no periporno life, but rather...
Hypatia, wake up. I was gonna say something bad.
You! Why are you so mean to me? Why is everyone hiding from me? I found divine wisdom. Shouldn't I receive praise and honor? Haven't I uncovered that light in the darkness?
Y'all, she's tweaking.
Hypatia?
That's how I always thought everything should be. Wait. Have I already lost my mind?
Hypatia, that's enough now.
Wait, something isn't right.
You can react here, and then when you're safe. I probably won't do a reaction today. I'm a little bit under the weather, honestly. But I don't know. I'm still thinking about it. Who's that? No, I like that one. When I woke up, I was in a flower carriage. What is going on?
Okay, we finally lost him. Are you okay, Nahida? Wait, no. Something feels different. You're back!
Oh, the Traveler's back?
It's me.
Nahida was controlling your body for a while. It seemed like she jumped over to you as an emergency measure right before the Catherine puppet was destroyed. After that, Tinari heard the commotion and came over. He helped us defeat the mercenaries and then he ran with us all the way here.
They ran out of animation budget after the scar reveal, hence the shaky camera and Tinari jogging. We swapped minds.
What? You swapped places? You mean your consciousness also went into Nahida's body?
Yes.
Wait, then where is Nahida's consciousness? Where is she now?
When I woke up, I was in a flower carriage. She was surrounded by a green bubble, and when she looked off into a distance, it seemed as though a twink was sitting in a robot.
I never imagined that an individual's consciousness could be transferred around like this. Had I not seen it with my own eyes, I would have never believed it. I don't think this can be achieved with current human technology. Also, while we were running, the consciousness in your body told me to pass on a message. She said, "The doctor has found a way to trap my consciousness, so I can't journey with you anymore. But even in a moonless night, a shower of starlight can still drown out illusions and lies."
You know what? I love the analogies, but she needs to really give it to me straight right now.
Oh no! Nahida's trapped in the sanctuary of Surasthana for good this time. Was that message all she left for us? It's pretty vague.
That's like me, like, suddenly disappearing from streaming, and like I just post on the Discord. Sometimes when I want to go online, it's offline where I'm at. The next time that I might be online, it's when the offline is no longer around. And like that's just all I said. And then just disappeared. You disappear for 14 hours and then message a server with just hi.
Oh, that makes sense. Since the doctor captured her,
The rarest flowers bloom in adversity.
without him knowing. She's being extra careful. Even in a moonless night, a shower of starlight can still drown out illusions and lies. Huh. Paimon knows the moon illusions and lies are from the alchemical
Disappear and then hit
divination
top
at the
500 on
Sabzeruz
Overwatch.
Festival. Didn't Nahida use a starlight analogy before? It had something to do with Sataria. Oh, that makes a lot of sense. Huh. Do you think Nahida was telling us to go find help in the desert? But she isn't with us anymore. Think we'll be okay?
Paimon, you said Sanctuary of Surasthana, correct? Does this mean that this
Oh gosh,
Nahida you're
pickled.
talking about,
I'm sorry.
the consciousness who was occupying the Traveler's body, is the Dendro Archon?
Your guess is correct, but the situation's a bit complicated, so it's really hard for us to explain right now.
That's all right. A scholar's curiosity doesn't need to be appeased right away. As for the complicated nature of the situation...
Hi, Omoni.
Safe to say I have witnessed that for
The
myself.
desert's an MLO trap?
I've spent some time with you, and it looks like the Dendro Archon's also on your side. So, I trust you.
Thank you, Tinari. Oh, actually, we came here to ask you a question. What do you know about the project that the sages have been working on?
Ah, that. While I was indeed invited to join that project, the sages were always secretive about its scope and goals, so I eventually declined. All I know is that the project has something to do with the restoration of Irminsul.
Huh? Did you see something when you were in Nahida's body? What?
Do you have any evidence?
Hypatia made me smell some incense. And, like, a lot of stuff happened. But I saw him, like, sitting in a robot.
So that's what happened. That explains why Hypatia's symptoms were different from those of the other scholars who went mad. It's because she made contact with the consciousness of a new god who is still in the process of being born.
I'm scared of the desert now.
Tinari, did you leave the Avidia Forest because of Hypatia?
I did. I noticed Hypatia's mental anomalies, but since her symptoms were rather atypical, I secretly took her to Pardis Di and began searching for a way to return her to her normal self. If I didn't take action, Hypatia would have already been taken by the Matra to the desert, doomed to a life of exile at Aru village. Now that you mention it, I knew the Academia has never thought particularly highly of Lesser Lord Kusanali, but I still didn't expect them to do something as arrogant as creating a new god. Looks like I made the right decision by not accepting their invitation.
Well, if there's one thing I've learned, Tinari, I've been to Mondstadt, I've been to Liyue, I've been to Inazuma. And I've been a Mio girl since day one. And if there's one thing I know about the Fatui, they don't like Mio girls. And where there's MLO activities, there's Fatui activities.
The Doctor and the Balladeer. We have 2 Fatui Harbingers in Sumeru. Sounds like we're in for a bad time. From your description, I don't think they've completed their project. There may still be room for us to intervene. But then, what is the connection between creating a new god and restoring Irminsul?
Yeah, it feels like we're still nowhere close to figuring out the sage's goals. Right. We've pretty much gone over everything we need to know, so we should head out. How about...
I'll stay here for now. I still want to try a few more things to help Hypatia. If you're planning to go into the desert, start by heading for Caravan Ribat. That'll be your fastest route. Come find me here if there's anything else I can do to help. May the spirit of wisdom go with you.
Thanks, Tinari.
I don't understand.
Hypatia
Why
will feel better soon. We're
3 accounts? You that is wild. I guess I don't know. Why would people, like, I'm genuinely asking, why would people want multiple accounts of this game? Hey, let's see if I can do a pull before we stop. Well, that's where we're going to stop for today. Just to wish. Oh. I would maybe open up the map on the way to the desert before tomorrow's stream. Like this map? Comment, let me know on Discord what you mean by that. Oh, I got it open. Oh, slay. Never mind. Oh, you got, yeah. Okay, so it's for wishing. What is your stance on the MLO ambassadors asserting that MLO is more cost efficient? It is, I mean, it's more cost efficient if you're looking to spend less money right now, but in the end, you'll be spending more money because if you use an MLO dye, you will go bald, so you have to buy Mio hair restoration. If you buy MLO clothes, you will get a skin infection, so you have to buy Mio skincare.
Like some tea? I'll brew.
If you eat MLO chicken wings, you will get sick, so you have to buy Mio stomach medicine. You know, like, it's just like sometimes cheap now doesn't mean cheap all the time. Mio healthcare, exactly. Mio laxatives, exactly. Like, it's a higher price, but it's a quality price. You are insured a quality product. Have you played Pokemon Mystery Dungeon? I actually,
all of it.
Noelle, please. I actually have not played any Pokemon Mystery Dungeons, and that's a playthrough I do want to eventually do. That's the one spin-off Pokemon that I have never touched. Okay, let's see if I can do a pull real quick before I get off of here. I don't think I can, but you never know. There's a Switch one? Hey, we can do one. So there is, how many can I get here? Next week is going to be Peach Week, so we will be playing a lot of new stuff. And there's also another game, a secret game that I want to do on the side as well. So I'm not going to promise it, but that's the plan. We will be doing Genshin Friday, Saturday, because that's the Genshin Girlies Day. But, yeah, get ready for that. Okay. Goro or Yunjin, come on. Well, no, let's do this one first. Warm up. I haven't gotten a purple from a standard in a while. They did a remaster on the Switch but took away walking around little habitats. Oh. Samar, I'm actually going to... Sorry, guys. I have a respiratory infection. Tomorrow... Not tomorrow. Soon, after I finish Peach, I will be doing a Pokemon Gen 6 Girly Pop Lock playthrough to celebrate Legenza being announced. I know I'm late on it, but they say that, like, my Taurus rising is often late to things, so whatever. I take my time. I'm an Earth sign. Okay, purple? No. Okay, cool. Great. Thank you. It's okay. We've had a lot of pulls, and whoever donated all of those primos, thank you so much. Sorry, I'm trying to figure out how to do this. Okay. So I'm going to get off of TikTok first. Thank you everyone on TikTok for hanging out. Thank you everyone for the gifts on TikTok as well. Samar, love your content. Oh, you're a Virgo. Yeah, thank you guys so much. So glad that you guys are enjoying the content. We will be here tomorrow playing more Genshin, 7 o'clock p.m. EST. Thank you all for the support on TikTok. And whatever you guys are up to, please have a good one. Bye, TikTok. Bye. A lot of gifts on TikTok. Tropic Soul, Pickled, Wolf. Thank you guys. Okay. Please take an ibuprofen and get some rest. If you need to take a break, this is a good Genshin cliffhanger. I'm gonna keep going. I can't stop. I'm sorry, Gooey. I'm gonna publish it like literally right after the stream, I promise. Thank you, Jem. Alright, so let's play some Sneaker Night. Actually, let's play something else. What else do we have? I know what I want to play. You guys might not like this, but I'm going to force you to listen to it. Or you can just leave if you don't want to hear it. All right, guys. Let me... This is a surprise song. It's a surprise song. It's one of my favorite songs. Okay, guys. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thank you all so much. Thank you. I was thinking yesterday. Thank you so much for the donations yesterday. Thank you to the person who donated Primos today. Thank you to the person who donated Princess Peach. You guys are so supportive, and I really, really appreciate it. Anyway, whatever you guys are up to, please have a good one. And Gooey, if you want to listen to the stream, I promise, like literally in at least 10 minutes, I'm going to publish it, the VOD, okay? So you can try to at least check it out there. All right. Bye, everyone. Bye. No, that's not it. Bye.